Hi friends, our today's topic, why do we use charcoal and salt in earth pit? Okay, normally in our earthing we need to reduce the resistance of the conductor, means the road. Okay, we would achieve this by decreasing the resistivity of the soil. For to decrease this resistivity of the soil, we would use charcoal and salt in a ratio of 3:1. We would use an alternate layer of salt and charcoal. Okay, suppose it is our earth pit and it is our main road. Okay, we use charcoal in a ratio of 3 and salt in a ratio of 1, and it is the alternate layer. First layer is charcoal, then salt, then charcoal, like that. And the important thing is this combination would absorb moisture, and due to this the conductivity of the road would be increased with the help of the decrease of the resistivity of soil. And especially when we talk about the salt would dissolve into sodium and chlorine when it reacts with water. Okay, that means when we put the salt in our earth pit, when it contacts with water, it would dissolve to these two components, and due to that the ionic concentration of the soil would be increased, and due to that extra charge carriers would be developed on the soil, and due to that the soil resistivity would be decreased. At that time, if any fault happens on our electrical system, then that fault current would flow easily through the soil and through the road to the ground, because the resistivity of the soil and the road is very less. And when we talk about the charcoal is naturally a conductor because of its high carbon content. And when we mix the charcoal with salt, then an additional path would be developed for the flow of current. When this path is developed, then the soil conductivity would be increased. That means the resistivity of the soil would be very less. And also the charcoal has another advantage. It would retain the moisture content, and when it retains the moisture, then the conductivity of the soil would be increased, and thereby the resistance of the soil and the conductor, that means our road, would be decreased. Especially we would use the charcoal and salt in dry and sandy areas. We know that in these areas the moisture content would be very less. And one important thing is, in Gulf regions, even though the charcoal and salt would increase the conductivity of the soil, we would not use this in these Gulf areas. In Gulf areas, what we normally do, we would penetrate our road deeper and deeper up to reaching the salt water. And we know that we actually require less than 1 ohm for our best earthing. When the road reaches the salt water area, then we would normally get less than 1 ohm. I hope you got better understanding about this topic. If you want to have more deep information like this, please subscribe this channel. Thanks for watching.